Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on Project Baki, but instead of playing the game, I'm gonna talk about stuff. So, as you see, I have a Discord DM that's called Project Baki 2 Movesets because, where's the picture I took? There it is. Look at this. So, a while ago, one of the developers said, if you want a style to be added, give movesets. So, I just made a DM, and I made a ton of movesets. No, that's it? No, I had more. I swear I did. We'll find them later. But, yeah. So this DM is just a ton of movesets that I've made for the game. That is stuff I just want to be added. This is something completely new that I've been wanting to do for a while called the Wishlist series. Which is just stuff that I want to be added to a game. Yeah, I just took some time out of my life and added this stuff to the game. Or made movesets for this to be added to the game. So the first thing that we did was something from, I believe, Library of Runeria. Moth did this moveset, which is this guy. What is this? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't play Library of Runeria. Let me see. Where's the moveset? Here it is. So, do I need to read this? I don't know what this is, I'll be completely honest. Because I don't play Library of Runeria. And this moveset isn't very detail compared to the ones I did. It's just like the moves. It literally is just the moves, yeah. And then some images. Where is... Do you have names? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Gebura the Red Mist. That's who this is. Okay. The names were right there. I'm just blind. Okay. Moth is gonna get so mad at me. Let's see. So this is how they look, and I'm assuming this is how they look in their second phase when they have that other moveset. When you kill someone with Smile of the Plates, your head turns into this. Okay. Or no, this is the mode. Okay. And then this is the when you kill someone with Smile on the Plates, your head turns to that. And if you do it in mode, you include the capo music scythe. Okay. Dude. First of all, okay, I'm gonna say that sword's cool. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think that there's like, yeah, this hammer, this thing, yes. Yeah, I like this. This hammer was really cool. I popped off right there. I'm not censoring any of the typing curses, for starters, because I'm not audibly saying them, so I can't lose money for that. Okay? Also, that'd be so much more work, because I also can't do moving edits. It stinks. I'm not that good yet. I don't know how to do that. But, let's see here. Now I can actually talk about the moves, and now I know what it is. So, Gebura the Red Mist. The M1s are swinging around the big mimicry sword, so there's that. The first one is the slash combo. You first slash horizontally, then an X pattern, then stab forward and the combo extends. The reference is the level slash, the upstanding slash, and then the spear. The second move is the roll of the wolf. You get into a counter pose, and if it hits glow blue, then you slash and attack. The reference is the roll of the wolf ambo abano card. Third move is the onrush. You go into a stance similar to the master strategist and have a marker over someone. Then you rush them. Do good but less damage than the Ego? I don't know what Ego stands for. Well, I know what Ego means. I don't know what EGO in the Library of Runeria is. And then execute around 15-20. And if the move kills in any way, you activate the move again, instantly with no cooldown. Greater slash vertical. It's a grab with a big freaking sword in an attempt to split someone in half with hyper armor. Then Ego Manifestation. Okay, here's the Ego. Summon Da Capo, the music scythe, into your own hand, improving M1s by having a lunge at the end by first throwing the scythe and stabbing forward to get it, and by just having cooler M1s. Fair enough. And then also gain the cool robot face, energy cloak, and robot body with your hair becoming all energy-like. At the end of manifestation, you don't do enough damage with your... Yeah, if you don't do enough damage, you're stunned for like 5 seconds. So the Ego Manifestation, I think, would be this one? Is this Ego Manifestation? That's what I'm saying Ego Manifestation is. That's my guess. And let's see. Then after that is Gold Rush. We have... That's what you do when you're Ego. You summon the Gold Rush Ego weapon and lunge into a portal with it. The nearest person has a 50-50 chance of a blockable mix-up where they have to block from behind or in front. Okay, that's kind of cool. And you have 0.5 seconds, so it's not a true 50-50. You can react. It's a lie. Get mixed. If you do hit, you go through another portal to attack again with a Slash Barrage, which is unblockable and a combo extender. Then the second Ego move, Shell. You gain a shell of someone else, gaining slight damage resistance and immunity to all stuns for a duration, which is probably hyper armor. You can end this move early, causing you to dash backwards, place mimicry on your back, and shoot a needle out of your left arm while kneeling on the same leg, which deals high damage. Okay, and if I sound bad, I just woke up. You pull out a big hammer, this is Smile, and with a second of startup, you whack someone with it, dealing incredibly high damage and executing at 30% HP or lower, which is hyper armor. If you kill with this, you gain 5% extra damage, and the black plates on your head retreat, showing a bit more red energy. If you whiff the hammer, screams, and you lose hyper armor, and the hammer starts vomiting acidic blood, shadowy blood, sort of like a blood flamethrower. Okay, that's really cool. And then the fourth move, greater slash horizontal. You pull your sword back for a bit, growing it in size before lunging forward and causing a block, bypassing slash in 180 degrees. No questions asked. This is the ultimate. Cool. And then the, let's see, what is this one? This is the animations right here. Okay, she doesn't need passives because she's the strongest in her universe before she died, apparently. Okay, so these are the animations. Do I want to click on this? Alright, I muted this just in case. Endgame spoilers ahead. Okay, so these are the animations. I muted this. Let's see what we're dealing with. What do we got? Is this a library area? Okay. Whoa. Okay, my eyes. Jeez, very flashy. Okay, I see which one is Ego. Is this... That's not Ego, is that? That's Serum W and Shockwave Spores. Both these animations... Okay. Well, that was something that it was that. Oh, here we go. Forgot to add a few things. Onrush reference, Onrush card. Gold Rush reference. And let's see. This, I believe, is the music. And then there's... Yeah, these are just the musics, I think. Do not open this. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, these are, like, the sound effects and the music. Okay. I think. There's this, like... Yeah, no, this is just the music and whatnot. Okay, that's the music. I'm not playing that because I don't trust it. I don't know anything about it. I'm scared. And then, okay, that's my moveset. I'm gonna go over my stuff later because Moth made one other moveset and then Fish didn't make anything. So, that's sad. There it is. Here it is. So Moth made another one called the Black Silence. There will be 3 chapters to this, and you can kind of see what else I made, but we're going to go over that in a second. The Black Silence. There will be 3 chapters to this moveset references and thought process in case stuff needs to be changed. If you have a moveset, the Black Silence gloves, reference 1. The quest is he asks you to go through his suffering, maybe something related to boss rush or you fighting him. Moveset. M1s. A good mix of the weapons from the Black Silence pages. He has 12 weapons, so have a fun time picking. The M2s are a shot from the Atelier Logic Rifle. Move 1 is Durandal. A quick swing down and up using Durandal. If both hit, you gain a slight boost in damage, about +1, 2 damage and base, mid cooldown combo extender, reference to the card's names. Move 2 is Wheels Workshop, big sword, big damage, big cooldown, does knockback, combo ender, block break, reference to the card's name. These are all just reference to the card name. Move 3, Crystal Atelier. You dodge any attack for about 1 second, and then no matter what you do, an X-size slash forward and then backwards, mid cooldown. Move 4, Mook Workshop. You do simply the edgy katana thing where you slightly pull out your sword for furious slashes, can combo extend but hard, mid cooldown. Move 5, Distortion. You go into phase 5, Black Silence Flight, and have a giant hole that's expunging smoke in your face as you try to cover it with your gloves, turning into claws like you are crying. And then there's the song. Modem 1s. Most of your attacks are using Durandal. Modem 2s, not much you can do here. I guess just a Durandal overhead swing. Mode Move 2, Scream. You scream releasing a dark smoke, block breaking and doing good damage. Quite a big AoE, weakening anyone who doesn't block it. Mode Move 3, Image of the Bygones. You disappear being unable to move and being invincible, but summon an image of Bygones, aka a clone of you, holding Durandal to use in memory. The purple tier to attack forward and then be immune to it for a bit, countering any attack with a weaker attack. Mode Move 5, Furioso. Using this enter mode, you attempt to grab someone with quite a big range because it costs your mode, and if it hits you, you do insane damage, making them bleed, and also put all your moves on cooldown. Not on cooldown, on cooldown. Okay, and then thought process. Well, I could do the same with Red Mist. With in mode, all moves are swapped, but yeah, could have made this more basic and made so someone picks up abnormality cards to use, but that might be hard to code. Or picks Smoke, Monster, Distortion. But how would you do that? He does deserve a lot, and all of his moves are cool. But hey, also why him of all characters instead of Blue Reverb, Bina, Zena, Angelia, Exao, X. No clue. I just like him. The Exao is big. Okay, and then there are a ton of references here, which aren't like there. Okay, I'm gonna take a peek. we should actually look at these. So I'm gonna give me a sec. I gotta open new tabs. Okay, so this is how they look. These are the reference images. So we got this guy again. Is it this guy or this guy? I'm thinking it's this guy, because the next image has somebody in a tie, right? Yeah, I know it's this guy. It's this guy. This is him first. I'm assuming this is his mode up when he's all like smoky and crying. He's like, ah, no, the pain, it's insufferable. And this is him with his sword. So we got that going on. Interesting. See, I should really get a library over an area, but what if I just didn't because it costs money? Money. So yeah, I just didn't do that. No. Alright, now that we've gone over Moth's movesets, there are none for fish, so now I'm gonna go over my movesets, which are a lot. There are many. So first, the first moveset I made, let's see, where is it? Here. Alright, so here's the first moveset I made, which is Yasuha Ape, Yasuha Zaru. Whichever one you call it. Yasuha Zaru is what I titled it originally, but I feel like they're just gonna title it to Yasa Ape. So most of these styles just have an alternate name. So in order to get this, you must have the Yasuha Tooth Relic, which allows you to enter the Yasa Ape's cave, where you can kneel before the skeletons of the past Yasa Apes, which you know how that is, right? In the anime, when he goes in the cave and he sees all the skeletons. Doing so will invoke your Yasuha Ape style within your user, and after this, you'll just get the title Yasuha from the cave. In order to get this style, you need 750 strength, 700 durability, 600 agility, and 150 intelligence. 2,200 stats in total, which was actually kind of a mistake on my part, but I wanted him to be really strong. So yeah, because most of these like first styles that I have are meant to be styles for the starting of Baki, but the thing is that the Yasa Ape is regarded as like a really strong being that even like Yujiro had trouble fighting when he was a kid, but yeah. So yeah, I kind of messed up, but I was like, I want him to be strong. So yeah, the moveset is Ground Pound. The user smashes their fist into the ground, releasing a small ground AoE, literally what the Yasa Ape does in the game. Ape Grapple. The user will jump forward and, if connecting, lock their legs onto the target's back and begin punching the user's face repeatedly. Afterwards, they jump backwards. Then he has Jumping Bite. The user jumps forward and bites. It's pretty simple. You can probably just copy-paste that from Jack Hanma. Front Flip Kick. The user begins flipping idly in the air until eventually kicking downwards, and if they hit someone, they will slash them, causing them to bleed. If they miss, they hit the ground, creating a small ground AoE. They flip at least 3 times minimum. Then Grab Toss. The user grabs their target and throws them onto the ground. And I have an image of the actual Yasa Ape, a full image right there, and then I have a reference video right here, which we're obviously not going to watch. So yeah, that's how I do my movesets. And as you see here, I put the max stats you have in the first city right here. I didn't do any prison movesets because that, God, please, no, anything with that, no. And if I wanted to do a prison moveset, I would have done Mike Tyson, but there's already Iron Mike, so. Yep, that was taken from me. Alright, after Yasa Ape, I did, oh yeah, I did Shumi Kaneo, who is a little bit easier to get. So, this is Shumi Kaneo style, or Trustworthy Bodyguard style. So, in order to get this, you must find Tokugawa, located at the Tokyo Dome, who will give you a quest in order to become his bodyguard. You must show your speed, run around the first city once, show your strength, punch the punching bag in the first city gym 100 times, show your endurance, block 50 punches, and prevent a powerful target from speaking with Tokugawa. Prevent meaning kill, a powerful target meaning a premature total fighting style young Bakihama user from speaking with Tokugawa. So basically you have to kill someone with premature fighting style, or young Bakihama style. And yeah, in order to get the style, you need 350 strength, 600 durability, 200 agility, and 500 intelligence. The moveset is Shodan. Shumei Kaneo is your version of a straight punch, which is essentially, yes, just a straight punch. I don't know why he felt the need to trademark it, but he did. A low kick, which is just a low kick. He just kicks someone from their legs. And then his actual gimmick, Stance Imitation, where you get to copy somebody's strength and agility for 60 seconds, but it increases based on your intelligence stat. Arm Guard, you put both your arms up, sturdy your feet down, making it so you can't move, but you reduce all incoming damage by 80% until you press the key again, like whatever you have it bound to, and then you can move again, but obviously you don't have 80% damage reduction now. And then you have Slick Steps, where you increase your movement speed and dashing for 30 seconds. It allows easier dodging and running away. Because Shumi Kaneo's like real like gimmick is he's like the best fighting style is someone who's really strong and fast or whatever. So and then his actual other gimmick is like the fact that he can copy anyone's stance. So he can copy somebody's strength or whatever. So I gave him low strength, low agility, but he's really durability. He's really durable and he's really smart. So with Stance Imitation, you could take somebody's strength and somebody's agility. So yeah, he evens himself out. So there's Shumio Kaneo. And then let's see, what else did I do? That's other stuff I was working on at the time. And then Ma said that they had like a few other ideas and then they didn't add them, so that sucks. But now here we go. Premature total fighting / slash young Baki Hama style. This is basically Baki season 1, or like really early. I think they did like a really early movie too where he fought Suedo. But this is basically him when he had red hair. Also, I should have clicked in the images. So here's a full image of him. I only found one from the manga because I didn't like watch any anime to find the images. Again, I just googled images of him, and then here's an image of him for the anime. I like how he has a green tuxedo because my favorite color is green. Haha. So premature total fighting style slash young Baki Hama style. Acquisition: talk to young Baki Hama outside the suburbs. Wait, is that actually all I did? Did I forget to do a quest for him? I might have forgot to do a quest for him. But you know what? I don't care. Alright, so just talk to him outside the suburbs. So that's all you have to do. I guess that's all you have to do. Whoops. Maybe I forgot to give him a quest. Maybe I didn't. I don't know what was going through my head. But regardless, I'm doing this now. I'm not going back to finish this. So, you know what, developers, if you ever add this, please just make a quest for him, because something much more important has come up, and that's why I'm uploading this now, okay? We'll talk about it later. Alright, so I guess the acquisition for now is just talking to Baki Hama. He'll just be like, oh my gosh, you're a fan of me? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I guess I can teach you my style. Acquisition requirements: 300 strength, 300 durability, 300 agility, and 300 intelligence, because the normal Baki total fighting is really easy to get. So I was like, crap, I don't know what to do. Moveset: Go Taijutsu, a much more advanced and stronger version of the Saiken, which is just a straight punch from what I remember. Roll and kick: the user jumps forward and then does a spinning kick. Arm lock: you grab your target and lock them in place temporarily. Crack their arm and then let them go. Overhead toss: you grab the target and throw them over your head. And then I couldn't give him the brain thingy or whatever that he does normally, so instead I gave him adrenaline or near-death experience. You can use either name, I don't really care. You increase all of your stats at a low health. The duration increases on intelligence and can actually stack with awakening. I don't know if I had to specify that or not, but I decided to. So yes, and then here's a picture of him because I had to specify that this is the one with the red hair. This is red hair Baki. Yeah, this is red hair Baki. It's got red hair. So yeah, acquisition, just talk to him, I guess. I don't know if I messed up on that or not. And then here's something I had a lot of fun doing, because this is professional boxing style, or Yuri Chakhovsky style. This, I love boxing, so this was fun for me. Acquisition: find Yuri Chakhovsky at the first city gym, who you will challenge to a fight in the boxing ring. If you win the fight, Yuri's trainer will inform him that his sister Nina is under attack by some wolves. Yuri will ask you if you can save her since he is wounded because you just beat him to death, you maniac. How could you? His sister is going to die because of you. I mean, the least you can do is help, right? After defeating the wolves and saving Nina, Yuri will train you in the professional boxing style slash Yuri Chakhovsky style. The player will also get the title Jiggle Warrior. I definitely didn't say that wrong. Cry about it, I guess. Jiggle Warrior, you'll get a title for that. The requirements are 400 strength, 400 durability, 400 agility, and 200 intelligence. You have 1,400 stats in total to learn this. Movesets are: jab, you throw a very fast punch with a very low cooldown. Straight, you throw a hard left followed by a hard right. Right cross of confidence. This is Yuri's signature move. You counter the opponent by locking their right arm in your punch and then punch them with 3 times the power. Then you have the champion's punch. You pull your fist back as it glows green and then punch their targets, gut stunning them. And then Jiggle Spirit. The user burns a fiery red as their attack and speed is increased. So there's that. Let's see. Here's a picture of Jiggle. Here's a picture of Nina. And then here's a reference video of everything I used. I love how the thumbnail for this is just him walking away as Baki's out here about to fight for his life. I thought that was really funny. And I want to specify this. This will get buffed if you have the boxing glove relic. This is very important. And let's see. Oh yeah, I also complained about this right here. Apparently Yuri is a 6 times division world champion in boxing. Cause like, okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people compare Baki to Hajime no Ippo, but literally Baki's first rival was this guy Yuri. And like, Baki smokes him in the second time he fights him. And actually, I don't even think he gets a second time to fight him, because when he's going to his 7th fight, he gets stopped by Hanayama, and Hanayama smokes him. And then he can't like fight anymore, and then he's just irrelevant after that. This guy's a 6 times champion, which means that he's technically better than Takamura, who's only like 4 times champion right now. And there's also the fact that like in the entire like existence of Baki, they always trash on boxers. So Baki is in like a completely different league than Hajime no Ippo, is what I'm trying to say, because they are just they hate boxers, I guess. Every time a boxer is introduced in Baki, they just kill the man. They even had Muhammad Ali Jr. show up in Baki, and they all trashed him. It was awful, bro. Even Muhammad Ali can't get anything in this, bro. What the heck, man, bro? Mike Tyson couldn't get anything in there. Oh, it was awful. Anyway, next up, karate practitioner style slash Atuishi Suedo style. I can't say his name. Acquisition. Find Atushi. Everyone's gonna make fun of me for having pronunciation issues. Atsui Suedo at Shinkai Karate School in the first city, and you have to talk to him with the karate style equipped. That's all you have to do. Requirements: 300 strength, 200 durability, 100 agility, and 100 intelligence. And that's a period, not a freaking comma. That's gonna annoy me for my entire life. Yes, there are spelling errors. Shut up. All right, the moveset is a Saiken, which is just a karate user's version of a straight punch. Then you have ascending kick, where you kick the target upwards, because Suedo was all about his kicking. Then you have a chop blow. You clench your fist and then slap the target's face. Parry, which is where you begin blocking the target's punches and kicking. You block their attacks and then kick them back, because this is what he started doing when Suedo actually like calmed down and, you know, got serious. Like this image right here is when Suedo calmed down and got for real, because, you know, normally Suedo's really like annoyed and like angry and super overconfident, but once he calms down, he can actually like be good at life. And then he has Sanchin, which is a defensive karate stance where the user ducks their elbows in, puts their arms out, reducing the damage they take, which is actually also the stance that he's currently in. So yeah, here's a picture of Suedo. I used that image, and then here is a fight reference, which I don't even know if this video is up apparently, because it's giving me the loading, so that video might even be taken down. Ah, here we go. Yo! Okay, so here's another image. Look at this. Everyone loves to be negative and argue with developers because they feel entitled. Hey man. Hey man. Listen man. Listen, it's not because I'm entitled, man. I'm just trying to make a funny video. I swear to God, man. No, but seriously, I started this up before he said that. That's why I said, uh-oh. Next up is professional wrestling style slash kanji igari style. Passive. After being hit by backdrop, double arm suplex, Antonio driver, the target will be stunned for longer than normal on the ground. Basically, you'll be ragdolled for longer. Acquisition. Find kanji igari at the Tokyo Dome, who will give you a quest to defeat a fighter skilled in momentum and a fighter who can hold his ground, which is basically a kickboxing style user and a sumo style user. Requirements: 500 strength, 400 durability, 200 agility, and 200 intelligence. 1,300 stats in total. Moveset: backdrop. User grabs his target, lifts him over himself, and then slams him on his head. Then the double arm suplex. You lock their arms behind the target's arms, jumps up, and slams them on their target's behind. You can all find this on the wiki. Don't worry, that's how I got all these moves, and also looking through some videos, which I don't think I supplied one for him. Yeah, so I found these on the wiki. Arm breaker. You grab the target's arm, hoist it over their own shoulder, and then quickly break it. And then the knee drop, where you jump up and slam their knee down to the target. This move generally only hits ragdoll targets stunned on the ground. That's why I give him the pass. And then the Antonio driver. The user puts their target in a guillotine choke while standing up, then slams him on the ground. Here's a picture of him right now. I couldn't find one of him when he was actually wearing his wrestler stuff, which kind of sucks. So I'm hoping that the developers can pull through on this if they ever do add it, but I doubt they will. So yeah. And then here's another picture of him, and look at how big he is compared to Tokugawa. But yeah, there's two pictures of him. And then there's a Moss style that I talked about. And next up, I realized that I shouldn't have done this, because like I made Igari, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make Mount Toba because I like Toba, right? And then I realized, wait a second, they're both wrestlers. Whoops. Oh well, guess I'm going through with this. So now we have the giant wrestler style slash Mount Toba style. Passive. I take more damage from moves that attack the user's legs, because in case you don't know, Mount Toba has a bad knee from using one of his signature moves. The user appears larger than normal players, which is something I gave to him specifically. After being hit by sleeper hold, chicken wing face lock, the target will be stunned for longer on the ground. Small mistakes make me angry. There we go. Acquisition. Talk to Mount Toba on a mountain near the dojo for the quest. You must defeat one karate user, one taekwondo user, one dirty Shinshinkai karate user, and after doing this, Mount Toba will give the player the giant wrestler style, Mount Toba style, and will also get the title the Giant Devil. Requirements are 600 strength, 200 durability, 200 agility, 300 intelligence, 1,300 stats in total. I believe this is different from him. Yeah, it's more strength and less durability, because yeah. Alright, the moveset is tackle. You charge at the target target, knocking any of them back as I dash forward relentlessly. And then stomp, the user stomps on the ground. This move generally only hits ragdoll targets stunned on the ground. Axe kick, the user holds their leg above their head, then slams it down. This move generally only hits ragdoll targets stunned on the ground. Surprise, surprise. Then sleeper hold. The user locks their target's head between their arms and tightens their arms, suffocating the target. And then the chicken wing face lock. This is the signature move that broke his leg. The user suplexes their targets up much higher, dealing more damage to the point of also damaging the user slightly, though not as much as the target. Again, this is what broke his leg. And I have good images for Toba. Toba! Oh my gosh. I just gotta say, he's rocking this outfit right here. Like, bro, that is some serious drip. God. And then we've got him with his actual wrestler outfit on for once, which is awesome. And now is where we dive into not Baki styles. This is where everything falls apart, okay? This is where everything falls. So this is why I'm making this video now, because in case you don't know, they released a sneak peek, right? Here, I'll go into my stream chat for a little bit. All right. Yeah, look at all that stuff we're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Look, you're looking at my DMs. Look at this. Boom. Look at this. So they released this image, right? Which is just an eye, right? Immediately, Ippo or no. Immediately, no seconds. Immediately, I go to my stream chat, send this image, Ippo or not. Is this Ippo? Be honest. And what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? I'm that guy. What do you know? What do you know? Yeah, what do you know? I am that guy. I'm the #1 Hajime no Ippo fan. It's only natural, really. Where is my crown? Editing Sheeptrainer. I want a crown on my head right now. Thank you. I don't know why I forced myself to do that, but now I have a crown on my head. Alright, so yeah, they're adding Ippo, so that's why I'm making them this moveset now. Because, yep, I made a ton of Hajime no Ippo styles. So, Smash Boxer style / Sendo Takashi style. Passive. The user is immensely powerful and does 50% more damage. The user is capable of imprinting fear into his enemies with his presence. NPCs will not aggro without being attacked first. Yeah, Sendo is that guy. Acquisition. Talk to Sendo Takashi at a new area called the JB Sports Gym in the second city, who will give you the quest to prove your strength to protect others. JB Sports Gym, this is what it looks like. And yes, he has the Takamura Mamoru statue on the top of it, because he is George Morikawa, the best mangaka in the entire world. Right? Oh, it's so cool. And look at this. It's so awesome. I love it so much. And yeah, JB Sports Gym. Oh, truly such an amazing thing to have in this world of ours. I love it so much. All right, let's get back into the realism. All right, so in order to get this, you have to defeat 30 gang members, because Sendo does that. Then you must defeat 10 boxing style users, because that was the rookie tournament. Then you must defeat 1 peekaboo style user, and then you must pay a Sendo 125,000 yen. You're probably wondering why. It's because when he became Japanese featherweight champion, he bought all those kids that follow him around the little gaming consoles that they wanted, or so I think. Pretty sure he did. So yeah, you gotta give him the money, and that's how much they costed, so I just times that by how many kids there were, and that's what I got. So 125,000 yen. And after doing this, you will get the Smash Boxer style / Sendo Takashi user, and you will also get the titles Naniwa Tiger and Rocky Marciano, which is the boxer that Sendo Takashi is based off of. The requirements are 1,000 strength, 900 durability, 400 agility, and 400 intelligence. I don't know why I gave it so much intelligence. But yeah. Moveset, Smash. With the user's fist turned sideways, arms straight, trajectory thrown upwards, and the target aimed at your chin, you have the Smash. A powerful punch similar to a hook or an uppercut, the Smash has the same power output but a similar weakness to dodging and counters. The next move being the Deadly Smash, which is a different variation of the Smash. It is Sendo Takashi's Sunday Punch, meaning their signature KO punch. This Smash is Sendo's strongest version, having the power and capability of the low Smash without having to adapt to its wind up or crouching. He also slides forward on his own. This is basically the move that he used on Ippo when they were having their fight for the title, and like he threw it right at the end to try and like beat Ippo, but Ippo managed to duck under it, and then he got a gut punch, and then started up that whole sequence at the end of season 1, and oh my god, remembering it was so good. I can't. I'll go into fanboy mode. Ugh. Then we have the low smash, a different variation of the smash. Differences include the fact that this version is capable of breaking the opponent's guard as it is more powerful, and the fact that the user needs to be further away to land it as it has wind up. Then we have punch eye. The user punches their target with their left fist, causing their target screen to be blurry and unable to attack for 10 seconds. Punch eye is a symptom where the user basically makes their target really scared of them, and they have the symptom where anything that looks like it might be a punch, they get really scared and kind of like, oh, oh god, he's gonna punch me. When in reality, it could be like, dude, what? I'm just handing you a drink. Also, yes, that's an Olaf cup. Leave me alone. We bought them a long time ago. That's why it's so faded. And then we have brawling style. The user stomps their feet, clenches their fists at their sides as their eyes glow green. The user's attack increases immensely, but also slows them. This lasts for 60 seconds and increases based on intelligence. Then we got pictures of Sendo right here. This is from the manga when he's all so scary and everything. This is a really bad picture because there's a watermark, but yeah, that's what the one I had. Then we have this very generic image of him where he stands up from a video game, and then we have a picture of him in the ring in the anime doing a smash on, I believe this is a guy who got punch eye. And then after that we have the flicker boxer style / Ryo Mashiba style. Passive, the user has an extended range on their M1s, and then a passive being the user is taller, thinner model with longer arms because he has a very unique physique. Acquisition, find Ryo Mashiba at JB Sports Gym in the second city who will give you the quest. Defeat 30 boxing style users, defeat a peekaboo style user, finish every job in the first and second cities once, because Mashiba, like, he gets a ton of jobs and he gets fired because everyone's really scared of him or something along those lines. Like, they just don't like him. I don't know why. He's a very hard worker. They just, I don't know. It's probably because he's scary, but yeah, he's got a really bad reputation with getting jobs, so he can't really support his sister Kumi. After doing this, Ryo Mashiba will give the flicker boxer style / Ryo Mashiba style, and you will also get the title Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper. Requirements are 850 strength, 500 durability, 750 agility, 500 intelligence, and 2,600 stats in total. To get this, movesets are the flicker jab. The user throws out a type of jab that is faster, reach farther, and is almost invisible. This also has a really low cooldown, because jabs have a normal low cooldown. This is like twice as low. Then you have the chopping right, a right straight aim downwards, adding a weight resulting in more power. Then the flicker whip, a rapid barrage of flicker jabs. The user throws out multiple flicker jabs coming out like whips in front of the user. Then the elbow block. The user counters an attack with their hardened right. This move stuns the attacker and increases the countered attack cooldown for 5 seconds. After using this move 5 times in one life, the user will take 10% damage and be unable to use flicker jab and flicker whip without damaging themselves for 25% health each time. The reason for this is because when he was using elbow block against Ippo, eventually after using it so much, because you know when he uses elbow block, you know, obviously elbow block punches, you know, the guy hurts his fist because he's hitting his sharp pointy elbow, and then Mashiba, you know, he falls back from the paint, so Mashiba boom gets a hit off of him. That's how it's gonna go. But after that, you know, it kept getting bam, 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 bam. Eventually his arm breaks, you know, it kind of falls down. He can't use his flicker jabs or flicker whips and anything like that. So that's what happens to his elbow. And that's why this happens. Invisible short uppercut. This is from the manga. This can only be used while guarding. The user uses a short uppercut that cannot be seen through the crevices of their solid defense. Because of its invisibility, it has no startup, and because of its tight guard, it has iframes. A special technique that can only exist due to Ryo Mashiba's physique. This was in the Garcia fight. And then we have images. This is him in his Hitman style stance. This is a better image of him in his hit style stance, Hitman style stance, Blad, not hit style stance, Hitman, where you see here, it's a lower quality, but you can see more of his body. So there's that, and we have an image of him right here in the manga, where he's like wearing that stuff, and then here's an image of him in the Garcia fight, actually, just because I'm still working on that video. And then after that, we have another one. These are all like 3 of my favorite characters, like Takashi, Mashiba, and then Date Eiji. Corkscrew boxer style / Date Eiji style. Passive. Once when the user would die, they come back to life with 35% health. Acquisition. Find Date Eiji at JB Sports Gym in the second city who will give you the quest to become the featherweight Japanese champion. Defeat 30 boxing style users. Defeat 10 professional boxing style / Yuri Chakavoshi style users. Defeat 1 Dempsey boxer style / Ippo Makunochi style user. So the reason I said defeat a peekaboo style user earlier for the other guys is because they actually haven't beaten Ippo. Date Eiji, on the other hand, has beaten Ippo. So that's gonna go. Then return to Date Eiji, who will give you the featherweight Japanese belt, which gives you the title featherweight champion, then gives you another quest to become the featherweight world champion. And then return to him, who will claim his retirement, say baton pass, and then whatever username his. So baton pass, Sheeptrainer, and he'll give you the corkscrew boxer style / Date Eiji style, and you will get the title baton holder. Because basically what's supposed to happen is he'll be like, okay, go become the featherweight world champion now. You go to fight Ricardo Martinez, he's a featherweight world champion. You'll die to him once because that's what put Date in his first like slump, his first retirement. And then you'll die to him again after having a comeback, and you'll still lose. And then that's what puts Date in his second retirement, which puts him out of the boxing game entirely. And then basically the scene is where, you know, Date is like on the hospital bed, and people's like, how can I help? And he's like, give me your hand. He's like, okay. And Date's like, baton pass. It's on to you, kid. Oh. And yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. But since I edited that out because of what I did for Ricardo, now it's just come back to him. Yeah, no. So yeah, instead I should just like change this to, so instead of it, it'll just be returned to him. He'll give you the belt, and then probably he'll just say baton pass, and then give you the corkscrew style, and you'll get baton holder too. So you'll just get featherweight champion, baton holder. He'll say this, and then he'll just retire. And yeah, requirements are 750 strength, 750 durability, 750 agility, 750 intelligence, 3000 stats in total. Movesets are step back, the same as a step in, however the user steps backwards. Crazy. Then you have the motionless jab. A higher level variant of the jab, the user throws out a much faster jab with no motion in it, allowing for an easier follow-ups, and it has a lower cooldown. This is basic. You know how when you do a jab, you kind of go like this? Motionless jab is just like this. Like you don't have any elbow movement. We got the neck spin. The user begins spinning their neck backwards to the left and right when they're hit, reducing damage by 80% for 30 seconds. This is like you use this move and you get a passive. Then we have the corkscrew blow. A punch created with the rhythm of the user's fist twisting and drilling inwards while being thrown, causing the punch to gain immense power and burst through any guard. However, this move can only land from further backwards away. Then we have the heartbreak shot, which is his Sunday punch, or his like signature, his magic punch, whatever you want to call it. A punch aimed directly at the opponent's heart with a miniature corkscrew blow effect on it. This punch will temporarily stun the target for 10 seconds. Date Eiji's signature, also known as the magic punch. And then we have images of Date. This is him when he was the Japanese featherweight title champion, and this is him when he was fighting Ricardo as the, like, fighting him like for the world title. And let's see, this is him again, where he's got the belt on. So this is what the belt would look like, and he's so cool. And this is another image of him when he is like full image of him, and then
look how they massacred my boy.
And that's what he looks like when he loses to Ricardo and goes into retirement. But that's another full image of him. So yeah, that's what I went with. And then here we have probably what I wanted to be the most annoying thing in all of Baki to get. Yeah, it's a lot of text, isn't it? We're going to read through all of this. Pinnacle of boxing style, Ricardo Martinez style. Passive. The user knows how powerful they are, causing them a 10% stat increase in damage, but they despair over this fact, reducing their EXP gain by 20%. The user has an undetectable extended range. I also wanted them to have a passive where they get more money. Either I didn't have enough room to put it in, or I forgot to put it in. So if you want to give them a passive where they get more money, that'd be great. The reason for this is because they're just that good. You're not lying. Acquisition. Find Bill, Ricardo's second, in the JB Sports Gym, who will give you a quest to see if you are worthy of meeting Ricardo Martinez. Defeat 50 boxing style users, then defeat 30 professional boxing style users or Yuri Chekovolsky styles, defeat 10 Art of Ali style users, defeat 10 Peekaboo style users, defeat 5 Flicker Boxer style users or Ryo Mashiba style users, defeat 2 Corkscrew Boxer style users or Date Eiji style users, defeat 1 Smash Boxer style user or Sendo Takashi style user, defeat 1 Dempsey Boxer style user or Makunochi Ippo style user, and then go back to Bill, who will inform you that Ricardo is waiting for you at the summit of the world, the highest mountain in the game, at the second city. And then after finding Ricardo Martinez, he will ask you if you can find the heat of a true boxing max, and then if you answer yes, we'll start a boss raid against a Ricardo Martinez NPC who will use the style against you in a boxing ring. If you win, you will be awarded the pinnacle of boxing style, Ricardo Martinez style, and he will give you the following titles of El Diablo, Living Legend, National Hero, Hero of Mexico, and Pride of Mexico. So yeah, that's very hard to get all this, huh? So let's see, 50, 80, 90, 100, 105, 107, 108, 109. You have to basically kill 109 people to do this. Isn't that fun? That's gonna be so much fun for you guys. Isn't that gonna be great? Oh gosh, but yeah, no. See, the thing is, since you gotta beat 2 corkscrew style users here, and for Eiji, if you had to lose to Ricardo Martinez style, I was like, wait, that'd be like basically impossible, since in order to get Ricardo, you have to do all this, and then to get Eiji, you have to be 2 of those. Like, I was like, that'd be too unbalanced. I'm not gonna do that. So I was like, oh, whoops. Oh well. That'd be way too hard. I'll give him a little bit of a break. Requirements are 840 strength, 840 durability, 810 agility, and 810 intelligence. 3,300 stats in total. So yeah, the player must have acquired the following titles: Jiggle Warrior, Butterfly, Dynamite, Naniwa Tiger, the Grim Reaper, Featherweight Champion, and Kamigawa's second son. Basically what this is, if I forgot any of them, you have to have every title that you get from a boxing style. That's what you need to have. The player must finish either quest with the Dempsey Boxer style or Ippo Makunochi style or Smash Boxer style or Sendo Takashi style. So in order to do this, you have to beat the Ricardo raid with a Dempsey Boxer or Smash Boxer style. So you have to beat the raid with Ippo or Sendo, basically. That's what you have to do. The moveset is Refined Motionless Jab, an even higher level variant of the Motionless Jab. The user throws out a much faster jab with no motion in it, allowing for easier follow-ups. This one simply does more damage, even lower cooldown, and can be used 3 times before entering the cooldown. One step straight punch. The user steps in and then punches with their right. It has the speed of a jab with the power of an uppercut. There's little known about this technique due to its bizarre nature. Refined Elbow Jab. The user counters an attack with their hardened right elbow. This move stuns the attacker, deals 10% damage to them, and increases the countered attack's cooldown for 10 seconds. The Refined Elbow Block also has a slightly lower cooldown and more time for the block to stay out. Unlike the normal elbow block, this one has no drawbacks. Nose Scraper. A horrific scarring uppercut that causes the target to bleed constantly, much longer than other bleeding attacks. And then Natural Style. The user disregards their classy style of boxing for a horrific charging style. All of the user stats increase by 30% as their eyes glow green and their moveset changes. This style has no trace of boxing in it, and the moveset is toggleable. Then the Natural Style moveset. Brutal Left and Right. The user throws a left and a right punch. Brutal Body Blow. The user throws a hard punch targeted at the body. Rough Rush. A rapid burst of punches thrown forward. Honorable Rest. The user pulls back the right, twists it, adding a small corkscrew blow effect to it, then punches their target's face. If the target is apparently below 20% health, it executes them by causing them to fall face first onto the floor as a boxing bell is rung and a pool of blood is formed from the face. Natural Style. The user regains their cool and switches back to their classy form of boxing with technique. And now I'm gonna add an E there. E. And then I have notes about Ricardo. The manga is currently ongoing and it is uncertain who can defeat Ricardo Martinez in the ring, as he is the strongest featherweight boxer the world has seen since 1987. Since we don't know who will beat Ricardo Martinez, the most likely options currently are Sendo or Ippo. I am currently making the requirements either. He has a match against a boxer named Wally scheduled soon, but it is unknown how it will end, and everyone has low expectations due to Wally's record. Ricardo Martinez is so powerful, all of his official matches have ended within 1 to 2 rounds, the only exception being AJ Date, who was beaten brutally for 10 rounds. Because of this, Ricardo Martinez has no unique boxing techniques that we have seen and has only had to use the basics. Ryo Mashibal has extended range due to his physique, while Ricardo Martinez's range is due to Mexican boxers' punches reaching further than average boxers. When it looks like they've already hit their limits, like let's say like this is my full arm range, right? Like this is how far my punch would reach. A Mexican boxer's punch would actually be this far and then also go this much. That's how it works apparently. And then Ricardo Martinez only uses his natural style when he stops repeating the duty of defending the world title belt, growing tired of it, and returns to how he once was. His second, Bill, commented saying that Date AJ made a huge mistake in making Ricardo acknowledge him as a formidable opponent, reminding him as an old style that expert skills aren't enough and sometimes you need the savagery to spill blood in the ring, along with saying Ricardo is the perfect fusion of science and violence. The heat of a true boxing match, quote, is because due to Ricardo's strength and ending every match within 1 to 2 rounds, he is unable to please any crowds who come to his matches. No one is thrilled to watch him because it is inevitable that he will win quickly and efficiently. And then we have the pictures of Ricardo. Here he is right now. This is literally like the best picture you can get of him. It's really good. And here's the picture of him where he's like, he's really sad because he beat this guy who's like really hyped up. Like, what's his name? Bill, I think. Like Bill something. I don't even mean that because the second name Bill. I don't know what his name is, but you see here like his face is like blocked off because of the rings, right? That's because he's like, so you have yet to give me the heat then, huh? Something along those lines. But yeah, Ricardo. And then this is him when he's listening to this is a picture of Bill. He's listening to Bill talk to him about Wally's record. And during this is also when he brings up Ippo again. That's why he cancels his fight with Sendo for Wally. And then the last but not least, obviously we have the Dempsey boxer. Do I have another one? I do have another one. That's right. Oh my god, this video is way too long. Ugh. Anyway, then we have the Dempsey boxer style / Ippo Makanochi style. Passive. The user has some of the strongest punching power in all of boxing. Deals 1.5 times extra damage because I couldn't give them a percentage. Once when the user would die, they come back to life with 50% health, but they lose their passive 1.5 times damage increase and increase their stamina consumption. The requirements are 1,200 strength, 1,000 durability, 400 agility, and 400 intelligence, 3,000 stats in total. The acquisition. Find Ippo Makanochi in the JB Sports Gym, who will give you the question upon asking, do you know what it means to be strong? This is a question asked through all of Hajime no Ippo for Ippo. He wants to know what it means to be strong. That's his entire conquest. The first one is you gotta eat every consumable item at shops in the game. So this is like every like item you can buy at a shop. So like you have to, if there's like a consumable item out in the wilderness, you don't have to go eat that. Train with every piece of equipment in the JB Sports Gym at least 75 times. Run out around the outside of the JB Sports Gym. Talk to Makinochi Ippo again and spar with him. Ippo Makinochi sparring will wear headgear. He won't get his 1.5 times damage increase, and he won't use any of his skills. It doesn't matter if you win or lose to this Ippo, you will progress the quest as long as you participate in the boss raid. Because Ippo sparring is really like generous. It doesn't matter, okay? This is just as long as you do it, okay? Defeat 25 boxing style users, defeat 5 professional boxing style users or Yuri Chekhovsky style, defeat 1 flicker boxing style user or Ryo Mashiba style user, defeat 1 smash boxer style user or Sendo Takshi style user, lose or die to 1 corkscrew boxer style user, Date Eiji style user, defeat 1 smash boxer style user or Sendo Takshi style user, and then defeat 1 Art of Ali style user. I did this one because Manabu Itagaki, that's the closest I'm gonna get for him. I didn't do a moveset for him, I didn't feel like it, but yeah, just cause. Manabu Itagaki has shown that he can actually use the Muhammad Ali shuffle, so that's why I decided to throw that in there. Then talk to Ippo Makinochi at the JB Sports Gym, who's gonna ask you, can you finally show me what it means to be strong, which initiates the boss raid against an Ippo Makinochi NPC who will use the style against you in a boxing ring. Upon defeating Ippo Makinochi and talking to him again, he will say, thank you for this opportunity, I know you'll be a splendid boxer in the future. You'll get the Dempsey boxer style slash Ippo Makinochi style, and the following titles: Kamigawa's Second Son, Wind God, and The First Step. The moveset is Liver Blow, a left body blow to the liver with no startup and enough power to cause stun, the Miracle Combo starter of Ippo Makinochi, the Gazelle Punch, the user crouches then springs upwards with a hook aimed at the target's head causing stun, the second phase of the Miracle Combo, and then the Dempsey Roll. The user begins weaving their head left and right, then uses the momentum to rapidly punch like a metronome, the final phase of the Miracle Combo, and let's see, despite its power and technique, this move is susceptible to counters, central attacks, and equivalent exchanges. If the user uses weaving and then Dempsey Roll, the move will instead become diagonal Dempsey Roll. So first I'm actually going to go over weaving. Weaving. The user starts bobbing their head around, giving them iframes, then they gain an opportunity to attack after it's finished or can use an attack to cancel it. A defensive technique consisted of bobbing their head up, down, left, or right. It can be used for dodging or initiating combos. Then if you use weaving and then Dempsey Roll, you'll get diagonal Dempsey Roll, which is a manga move. Building off of the weaving technique, the user begins throwing punches left and right. However, they also throw in hooks and uppercuts. This results in the diagonal Dempsey Roll's form of an X or star kind of shape and nullifies the weaknesses of the normal Dempsey Roll. The weaving momentum while punching is also diagonal, and after the Dempsey Roll is executed, can be finished with a Gazelle Punch. Truly an unparalleled technique. And then the Peekaboo stance. The user puts their fist near their face, bringing elbows lower to their body. They also begin bobbing their body up and down. This increases their attack and defense by 20% and causes their eyes to glow green. This lasts for 60 seconds and increases based on intelligence. And then we have pictures of Ippo right here and right here, and then a glorious manga picture, which if you know this panel, you probably cried. Don't worry. I got pretty sad too. And then the last style I got, which is Heavenly Orange Wrath Asura style. Crazy, I know, it's not boxing. Passive. The player's eyes are completely glowing white and their body has tattooed lines all over them. The lower the user's health is, the higher their damage is. The max increase is 35% at 5% health, because I didn't want this to be too overpowered, but I also didn't know what to go with. The user has an increased regen rate at 5% out of combat. Once when the user would die, they come back to life with 75% health the first time, 50% health the second time, and 25% health the third time. So you have 3 revives. If the user is attacked with the technique when their health is below 10% but they survive, their arms would be destroyed and they would be unable to use fist-based techniques because Asura always loses his arms. Their M1s will change to kick-based ones. The passive will not take effect if they are in the 6-armed Vajra Asura state with the mantra of Wrath active. Acquisition. Find Asura in a crater in the second city near the city square who will give you the quest to overthrow heaven and quell his rage. In order to do this, you need to defeat 3 total violence style users, which is a reference to God. Okay, so all of these are references to the bosses that he fought. I just decided to go over characters. Alright, now the moveset. Barrage of Anger. The user rapidly punches forward with their fist or feet. Descending Kick. The user performs a homing kick on the nearest target. Fist Channel Blast. The user rapidly fires out blasts from their fist. If the button on the technique is set to be, if you hold down the key, it does a single giant shot. Okay, I worded it badly, shut up. And then Burst. This is the main gimmick in Asura's Wrath. The user releases a burst of flames from their body and they rush forward at their target. If they connect, it'll invoke a cutscene where the user rapidly punches and kicks to the target before finally punching or kicking them away and firing a giant fist channel blast at them. Obviously, if you don't don't have your hands, you won't do this part. You'll just kick them away. And then Trachaya. The user's mantra increases as their arms glow black and the lines on their body emit orange. They gain super armor and do not lose stamina in this mode. This mode lasts for 10 seconds but can be increased with the user's intelligence stat. And then 6 armed Vajra Asura. User increases their mantra as the 2 arms come out of their side, resulting in a total of 6 arms. Their damage is increased by 1.2 times, changing their moveset and can be toggled between with high and lag. Moves such as Trichia will carry over, but Mantra of Wrath will not. And then the 6 armed Vajra Asura moveset. Dropkick. The user jumps and does an accelerating dropkick at their target. Jet Fist. The user uses their mantra to propulse their fist into the target's face. If they have Mantra of Wrath active when using this attack is homing. Enraged Counter. The user puts their arms in front of them and prepares to counter. They can counter both physical and ranged attacks. Physical counters have the user jump on top of the target and begin pummeling them down. That's what he did against Deuce. Ranged counters have the user jump back and perform a jet fist at the target. Shut someone up. Forward suddenly with no startup and punches their target in the face, stunning them. Mantra of Wrath. The user's mantra increases immensely, resulting in the damage increasing by 1.4 times, the durability increasing 1.3 times, and gaining super armor. This changes this user's appearance by adding giant armor onto their fist and adding a mantra hollow behind them. So here's Asura normally. Here's Asura without his arms, because they're robotic, I guess. Here's Asura with Trichia active. Here's Asura with the 6 arms on him, and here's Asura with the mantra on him. There it is! Jesus! I did all the movesets. This video is an hour long, and I don't know if it's gonna be cut, but yeah. I made so many movesets, so there you go. There's the first wish list. We spent a lot of time making these, and this... Oh god. How long did I set this up ago? I set this up in April, so yes. I've spent many times doing this, okay? And I'd like to clarify, the only reason that I didn't do a Yabuki Joe Rikishi Toru moveset is because they are adding Ippo right now, and I need to get this video out now. So, if you all like this, and you like my movesets, I will come back and I will make more. But for now, I am cringe, I am biased towards Ippo, and I will see you all in the next video. Please add my stuff.